I hope you guys can hear more about her afterwards. But who are you? We're doing introductions until we start. Who are you? What do you do? What do you have? What do you need?
So I'm Samuel Hill. I am currently living in Florida. I'm a naval officer. So this is by far my second side job. Um, but yeah, I'm very interested in the SER and which I'll bring to the table. I've been um, aware and learning from Pace Morby for quite a while. But I think I mean, I get calls every day on my house, so I know the sub two community is flooded. So I'm definitely looking for, I don't know, I guess less competitive ways to be part of the real estate market.
Mm,
And I think there's a lot of value in providing funding for people who are looking for it rather than convincing people to sell their houses and
hmm
take a loss. So yeah, that's why I'm here.
Nice. Yeah, wholesaling is definitely a flavor of real estate, and for some people, they do great. But I am
Yeah,
not one of those people, and
me
I'm
either.
the same way. Like, for people that want to do real estate, they
Hmm.
want to find funding, they want to like do good projects and like make money this way, and it's so much more fulfilling and just simpler to
Absolutely.
be in that realm.
Yeah. Seeing your post from earlier this week talking about how you were helping the father and son with the new
hmm
home build, that
hmm
kind of funding, being able to help people achieve what they're trying to do as opposed to talk them into what I want them to do is huge.
hmm That's awesome. Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming.
Good to meet you too.
And hello, Jorge. Nice to see you. And Armando. I know you're driving.
Yes, I'm sorry. Good afternoon. I'm trying to get somewhere to park. I'm about to get there.
Cool.
Well, George, I'm here in South Florida. I've been investing in residential real estate for a while now, and I'm trying to jump into like quadplexes and multifamily properties. So that's where I'm currently at right now.
What makes you want to start that?
Well, I dealt with residential for now, but I want to do like quadplexes and multifamily just to expand. I guess I think that's the way. That's what I mean. Just to expand, get more cash flow, more doors.
Nice. Okay. Well, and so
Like
you said you were doing a lot of like residential. Are you trying to go more into the commercial
yes,
field?
yes.
Oh, okay. Nice. That's awesome. Well,
I,
nice to meet you. Drive safe.
yeah, I'm about to get there just to learn more about underwriting. Get. I had like two or three deals that I was looking at, but I wanted to make sure they make sense.
Mm. Do you have them? Do you want to look at them today?
Um, yeah, if that's possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Here, I'm going to put it in the chat so you can see this whenever you park. But I'm going to say you can email your deals to Chai because he's going to be the one that's going to look at them. So Chai at stepupcapital.com. So that's going to be it. So Chai at stepup-capital.com. If you have deals, whether it be commercial deals, residential, PML, that you're looking at, you're going to send them to Chai. And when he comes on board, then he's going to be able to, get a little more of the details with you on here so we can go through it together.
Oh, perfect. Sounds good.
Yeah. So, Maria, if you don't mind, I would love for you to. I think this is your first time joining, right?
It is my first time joining, yes, and we just got off, like you said, the PML cohort Zoom. So I was looking forward to joining this because I want to learn a little bit more about, the borrowing side of things and underwriting involved with that. And I'm learning more about the PML side of things, and I know the underwriting for that is different. So just kind of want to get an idea of both ends and what I'm looking at, and go from there.
Nice. Actually, I know that it was a part of the homework this last week, and I think, some people were having a difficulty finding deals. Were you one of them as well? Was it kind of like weird trying to find somebody?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I was having I did find some deals though, but the I still need to work on a few things like getting the scope of work and identifying that.
hmm
So still working on a few things and narrowing that down.
Have they given you just like a vague idea of the budget? cost or anything like
Yes.
that? Okay.
Yep, like the rehab costs, but it's not really broken down. So that's the
Okay.
part that I need to get is like the scope of work. And that's why I was asking, how do you trust those numbers too?
Mhm.
How do you know that those numbers are real and not just like kind of estimates? And maybe some of them are estimates, but maybe some people are better at estimating than others. So I'm not very good at estimating right now, but I'd love to learn little bit more about that too.
Yeah, absolutely. Then I would also recommend that one or two deals that you got, send it to
Mm-hmm.
Chai and let's go over it today so that because you don't always need a scope of work. You want one when you're like, okay, I'm really liking this deal and I
Right.
think I kind of want to land on it. But at least if you have a basic idea of the rehab, then you can bring it to like Chai, for instance. And do you have any photos or are there photos
This one
online?
did have photos, but this was an older deal. So I wasn't coming across newer deals, but I was coming across some older deals. So I was just
That's
using that as like examples of, okay, working through the numbers, looking at the photos, et cetera, kind of. And then I didn't reach out on those about the scope of work because obviously those were old. So,
yeah.
but they might have been
Yeah.
like a couple months old.
Cool. No, that's perfect. Again, it's like just training. So that's
Right.
totally fine. Yeah, as long and even especially since it's old, the fact that you have pictures is good.
Mm-hmm.
We can try to look it up right now too and see like, oh, well, did they already complete the work? Are there any photos online like when they were trying to sell it? We'll see. That would be cool. But if not, that doesn't work. That doesn't matter at all because you can
Okay.
like Chai has definitely gone through deals where he's like, oh, okay. They need to do the siding, they need to do the windows, and it's someone that's actually here, like it's their deal, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't even think about that." So
Right.
it's yeah.
Yeah, the one deal I was the when we were on the Zoom, the one deal that I had pulled up was in Georgia, and it is listed now, whereas
Yeah.
before it wasn't listed. I think it was listed recently, and it does look like there was some work done, but it doesn't look like any major kind of rehab was done. And when you look at the pictures, you're like, oh, it's still kind of a mess. So I don't
Hmm.
know if that deal ever went through, and then they just ended up listing it online, but we can certainly take a look at it.
Nice. Cool. Awesome. George, let's go. Nice to see you here. George, oh, go ahead.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, was the question
Introduce
or?
yourself, George.
Oh, yes,
Introduce.
ma'am. George Paredes from Houston, Texas. Sub two for about 4 years. For some reason, I got all this knowledge, and so right now, helping out Jade and learning from her and Shy on the DACR side, also hard money. So obviously, being that these Zooms are important to kind of just learn and grow and kind of see the deals seen on the underwriting side, which obviously is the most important because that way you know where the money's going. And but yeah, I got a handful of I think 30 deals, mainly wholesale, cash, some creative, and seeing that my superpower is JVing with other people by being able to utilize all those failures that got into the 30 deals and partnering up with
Mm.
people to help them out.
Woo.
Ooh,
Thank you for coming, George. We love you.
love you too.
Okay, we have maybe two new faces today. Jorge, Samuel, how are
Yep.
you? Thank you for joining. And Maria. Maria is our PML mentee.
Hi, Chai.
How are you, Maria?
I'm
Good to
doing
see you.
well. Sorry, I can't be
Yeah.
on camera right now, but I'll get
No,
there.
no worries, no worries. All right, I hope you guys came with some questions. Happy to. Hey, Armando, how are you, man? Armando is the most consistent guy we have here, okay, and George. And I mean, we are still waiting for that deal, George. When
I'm
is it
sure.
happening?
You talking to me or the other George?
Oh no, no, George. Yeah, I know you are Jorge, so
Oh, okay.
I'm good with my Spanish friends.
Let me see.
So working on that side, just working on the consistency and
Yes, yes, no, I know, but
mhm.
I think just going to so I was just talking to Edith. Edith is our junior partner in the lending company. We are trying to hire someone who can go to all the meetups and have like a booth
Hmm.
there. So we have, I think, some people identified for San Antonio and stuff. But if you're interested, you and Eric should like at least take turns and go to as many meetups as you can. Not only is it going to help step up, but it's also going to help your DSCR business.
Right.
So let's talk about that.
Okay.
Or hey, did you have a deal you want to
Yeah,
look at?
Chai.
Yeah.
So Jorge has been in the single family kind of residential realm for a while, and now he's wanted to get into commercial deals. So he has
Oh,
a
nice.
at least one commercial deal that he kind of wants to run by us. Maria has a couple, she was doing her homework from the PML cohort, and she has a couple deals that she would also, or at least I recommended that she send over an email to you so that we can go
Yeah.
through those as well. So she can get a better idea of just kind of how to analyze those. So those are the first two that we got
Fantastic.
today.
Okay, go. Do you have you sent anything, Jorge, to me, or you want? Let me drop my email. Oh,
I'm, I'm,
data
I
already
I'm,
already
did.
did
I'm
stuff.
Data.
I'm working on the email right now.
Okay, you
I'm
want to
putting
go
all the
first, Maria?
information.
Yeah, Maria, were you able to send yours?
I'm working on sending it right now.
Oh, okay,
All right.
perfect. Yeah, take your time. No rush.
Uh,
And then Samuel was telling us, I'm so sorry, a naval officer. Is that what you are?
Yeah, I'm in the Navy, stationed in Florida right now,
Oh,
lieutenant.
man.
So 03. Yeah,
Mm.
still learning,
Thank you
still
for your
trying to figure
service.
out. Absolutely, absolutely. Thank y'all for what you do, offering free knowledge here and
Oh,
sharing
thank you.
sharing your
Oh,
experience.
you're welcome. Thank you, man, for saying
Yeah.
that.
Mm. Yeah, so Samuel was, or Sam, I don't know how you want to go by
Sam,
originally.
Samuel, whatever you want to call me.
Um, him and I vibed right now because he was talking about how he doesn't necessarily want to wholesale and try to convince
Mhm.
people to sell their properties. But from some of my posts, he's like, being possibly some sort of like lender is something that he wants to go into and help more people get funding for the deals that they actually want to do.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's an amazing proposition because there's a lot of predatory kind of deals out there, and nothing against Pace and his organization, but a lot of the sub two communities based on, hey, you're in hard times. I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm going to help you out, but the help you
yeah,
get is directly correspondent with how much money I make, and
yeah,
that's not a for me. Um, that's not something I can always fully get behind.
yeah.
So yeah, no, being able to help people achieve their dreams as opposed to,
No,
um,
I'm so,
yeah,
I mean, it's very well said. I never
thank you.
thought of it in that way. The help is corresponding to the money you can offer. Yeah. No, no. So it's hard to, so Pace and I, we know each other for a long time. And I know for a fact that he's a genuine guy. But one thing that happens with, like, I mean, he has always just like put himself out there, and everybody, and he has, I mean, he wanted to embody the the personality he wants his community members to be. So
Right.
he has always shown accessibility and all these things.
Mhm.
So recently I was talking to someone in the community who has been part of many other communities. So, and they are like, look, like the same, like shitty people are everywhere, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, Pace's community happens to be one of the most popular communities. So that's why people say, oh, the sub two students are like this. And
Hmm.
they don't say that about, like, there is a mentorship called Lifestyles Unlimited here in Houston. Oh, lifestyle students are like this because nobody knows lifestyles community.
Right.
So otherwise they would say the same thing because I said the same thing when I was part of that community. So
Right.
popularity comes with its disadvantages. So very, very well said. And that's why we have this underwriting power hour. And I mean, it's not to toot my own horn, but I am very passionate about what I do. Otherwise, I don't do it. Um, and it's just my way of helping everybody I can without like constantly staying on the phone, which I still am on the phone, but that as for my at least what my wife thinks. But I like to if people text me from the community every week, and I just direct them to this call so I can help everybody at the same time. So, but yeah, I hear
It's
you, man.
awesome. Hey,
Go ahead.
also, I happen to be Justin's brother-in-law, so that's how I actually got introduced to y'all and your program here. So, yeah, no,
Oh,
I'm
nice.
got a little bit of mentorship from him, and definitely excited to be
Justin
here
Barber,
learning.
right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Justin Barber.
Oh,
His
wow.
his sister's married to my brother.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. Hey, Michelle, I saw Michelle here. Yeah, Michelle, how are you? I didn't get to see
Good.
you. I didn't get to talk to you last night at San Antonio.
Yeah.
I
I
saw
was
you a couple times running around, but
giving out food,
yeah.
announcing chicken Alfredo, spaghetti, tacos.
Okay, what do we have? Let's see. Let me open this.
So how do we take and
It's
have you look
Jorge.
at something?
So you can go ahead and email Chai. I will drop his number or his email in the chat. If you have a deal, you can go ahead and just email him that. I will have, I can't find the templates that I usually have, but I'll put it in the chat when I find it so that you know how to like send it best.
I emailed Chai the information. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Mm.
So this company right here has a $65 million of bad loans out there. So especially, I mean, this message is for anybody who wants to be a PML, like Maria. Be very careful. So we are trying to actually make them an offer to buy some of the bad loans. So let's see how that goes. Okay. This is the property, Jorge.
Yes.
Okay. Nice looking property.
Hey, Chai, before we get too far away from that, what's
Yeah.
the foundation for that company? How did they get so far behind?
So they have lent a lot of money on small apartment complexes and land, and that's where they got in trouble. A worst possible asset class to lend on, in my opinion. If you
Thank you.
don't know, if you especially, I mean, you have to really know what you're doing and have a backup plan for it. Okay, so I get the idea. So this is one, I think this is only one unit, right, Jorge?
Yeah, it's just a layout of one of the units. It's a fourplex.
Oh, it's a fourplex. I
Yeah.
think you mentioned threeplex.
Yeah, that's a fourplex. They're
Oh,
all two.
AB,
I think they're
AB.
bringing their
Okay,
two twos.
nice. Okay, it's a, I think it's a good price from what it looks like.
I want to offer 500, but he's asking 579 right now.
Okay, I think, okay. So just rough, this is what I like to do. So add up the rent. So since this is Florida, it is, I mean, your tax rate is what? In like closer to 1.52%?
I'm not sure.
Let's see. Okay, what's the tax on this property?
Look, the yearly tax was, it's in the email. Let me go back.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so 771 so your tax is slightly lower than Texas, but your insurance is higher than Texas.
Yeah, the
So
Florida Secure insurance is super high.
so I like to, I mean, the 1% rule is pretty good for this. That's what I was trying to tell you earlier.
I didn't want to go by the 1% rule. I wanted something more
Oh,
spread.
no, 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 of course. We are not going to go by it. I was just saying it for everybody here. 1436. So 5286 and 50 like 579. So this is less than 1%. So your offer price is very good. Just with a very rough calculation. So looking at the property, it looks like it's in a top shape. I mean, do you think it needs any work?
I don't know if they would have accepted my offer, then I'll probably do a an
Inspection.
inspection.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it like from what it looks like, it doesn't look like it's in a bad shape at all.
yeah.
If it's, I mean, as long as it doesn't have any major issues. This is a 84 property, which is fine. I know Okada. I also like to look at the schools, which are top schools, which means it's also, I mean, in a good area. That's a, those are the things I go by typically. And if you were to get this for 500, and your
Mhm.
plan is to get a DSCR loan on this?
Yes. I was gonna talk to a private money lender to get the deal under contract,
Yeah.
and then that's what I was trying to work on.
So if you get a private money lender, like for
Yeah.
down payment, you need them?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Um, so one thing to consider, okay, very like you don't have to think like this, but if you buy this, if your private money partner could buy this cash and then appraise it at 579 and then refinance it at 75% of the higher valuation, your out of pocket will be lower. So we'll run both scenarios just to see how it looks. And I'm guessing you have good credit,
Yes.
700, 750 plus, 700 plus at least.
Yes.
Okay. 4179.90. Okay, so your monthly payment is closer to, I mean, not closer to, it's around 3,500. And our, you were at 5286, so minus 3,500, you're looking at 1786 as your cash flow minus your property management vacancy. So for vacancy, I'm sorry, maintenance plus vacancies, I take about 10% total, 10 to 15%. So let's back out, say 700, 15% on the higher side. And if you have property management, it's going to eat into that a little.
Yeah.
Are you planning to have property management?
Yes.
Okay, so let's call it 200. It's 50 per unit, which is realistic. But there it can be slightly higher in some cases. So times 12. So your yearly cash flow is 10,600 and 25% of 500, which is basically 125,000 out of pocket plus closing cost. I'm saying 135,000. So divide this by 135,000, about 8% cash flow. So now this is cash on cash income. Remember that the monthly payment you're making
Hmm.
is also has a uh, let me show you. See, this is how I like to think about real estate. Hey, give me 1 second here. Partner is calling me a couple times. Hey, I'm in a underwriting call. I'll call you back. Huh, 5 minutes. I mean, not 5 minutes, 30 minutes. Bye. So if you look at the monthly amortization tables, you're going to realize there is a $400 principal pay down per month. That's actually your money. Even though it shows 8%, sorry, go ahead. Someone trying to say something? Or just someone ordering food? Okay. So the way I like to think about this is we have used high numbers for everything. So maintenance plus vacancy, we removed 15%. Okay. So typically, if property is all fixed up and everything has been done to the property, I usually don't use any numbers for maintenance. Uh, Vacancy is only applicable in your case because it's a fourplex and you may have, I mean, you have more action going on. If it's a single family home, once you put one person, they're not going anywhere for a year, 2 years maybe. Uh, so I would just, so what I do is I don't calculate principal as my income, but I don't apply maintenance to my property. So I can add back the $500 per month, which increases your cash flow by $6,000 per year because we were at 10,000 something after paying maintenance, vacancies, everything. So you're adding back 500 per month, which jumps to 6,000. I mean, it adds another 6,000. So we are talking about $16,000 divided by 135,000. So then your cash flow looks really good. So you either add this and deduct vacant maintenance, or you don't deduct maintenance and don't add this. So that's how I like to underwrite my properties.
How
Uh,
much would the cash flow be if they accepted the offer of 5?
so when you run it with vacancy as 5%, I think we are looking at 12% cash flow.
12%. So
Okay, but that's 500,000 purchase price. Okay, but
yeah.
now if you do 579,000 purchase price, well, 500 you purchase it hard money and then appraise it based on 579. Your monthly payment is going to go up.
If I get it,
But your out of pocket is going to go down. Is that making sense? Because I'm not using a spreadsheet like I use sometimes. But you will buy it for 500,000, then appraise it at 579, and the loan you will get will be 75% of 579. So your loan amount will be 434, but you purchased it for 500,000. The only difference is going to be you're going to pay closing costs twice, one for cash purchase and one for refinance. Yeah, so your it will go down from 135 down to at least 80 grand out of pocket, but it will eat into your cash flow a little bit, maybe like $300. So your cash flow is going to drop from 16,000 to say 12,500, but your out of pocket will go down to say 80,000.
so
Your cash flow, net cash flow will jump to 15.6% instead of 12%.
so what do you recommend? Getting a PML to pay it cash, the 500,000, or and then refinance out of it? Get it appraised and
If
refinance out of
if
it?
you are going to be able, so first and foremost, you should try for seller finance or some sort of creative finance if there is any possibility.
He doesn't want it.
Okay. If that's already answered, then I would offer 500,000 and see if it sticks because it's a quite a bit of drop you're asking for.
Because
So
the property, that area, the property is not worth not even 500,000. It's like high fours. But
Oh.
but the owner, he has like a portfolio he's just trying to sell, but it's already going to be almost 90 days on the market. The problem is that he's trying to sell all his portfolio at as high as he can to go into the commercial space.
Hmm.
But I like the property, but I'm telling him I can't. I'm not gonna pay 579.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the
if you think
realtor.
it's not even worth 579, then there is no point in trying this, like this hack that I just showed you. Because I mean, if it's not gonna appraise for 579, why are you gonna uh, pay closing cost twice? Just purchase it once directly in DSCR.
Okay.
Yeah, but of course you're gonna need to bring closer to 135 to 140 to the table.
So you suggest to get a PML to provide that capital,
Yeah, if you can, yes.
and then but I would still have to refinance out, right, to pay them back.
That will happen later. So the way you structure that is if you get a PML as a lender, I don't think it's sustainable.
Yeah.
Let's say because your cash flow is 16,000 with PML. So let's say, I mean, how long are you going to get a PML for? I mean, if it's only 1 or 2 years, it's not. I mean, you're going to pay them over 10 years. Basically, you're getting a second loan on the property. So no PML is going to come in for that long of a period because they are not a bank. They are looking for this.
I was thinking about 1 year.
Yeah, but after 1 year, how are you going to pay them back?
I was just gonna do a refinance on the property.
Yeah, so in 1 year, the property prices don't change significantly. They change. So for you to refinance your existing loan amount plus the PML out, the property has to let's see. So 500,000 divided by 0.75.
I
Yeah,
just
so
want
the
to make
property
sure.
has to appraise for over 666. So
Mm.
that is 166,000 divided by 500,000. So 33% increase in the price of the property. So
But
now for that to happen, minimum of 5 to 7 years have to pass for
mm,
property to grow in value by 33% for you to get that much money out of the property. So you cannot have a PML as a lender. So what I'm trying to say is you need you need to use a PML that will come in as a PMP, which means private money partner, not a private money lender. So they will bring the money and take 50% of the cash flow.
50.
If 50, yeah, something like that. Or they may say, I want 70% of the cash flow. But your numbers were also ran, I mean, we ran the numbers based on the consideration that you are using property management. I would rather keep that money in house. It's not a lot. I mean, I don't know how much experience you have, uh, but
I can manage the property.
yeah,
So
so you should be able to manage it by with a realtor and handyman on your phone. So that will improve your cash flow a little more, like another couple thousand in your pocket because we estimated $200 per month. So all in all, I mean, it's a good deal. I think you can reach maybe 18,000, 19,000 cash flow per year, and you can split that with your private money partner. Uh, but finding that private money partner, I mean, do you have an idea who you are going to go to?
yeah, I've been talking to like three of them, and then the thing is that everybody's kind of been busy. So I have a few meetings set up this week.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure if the numbers make sense that I could offer it to them. I have initially with that 579, I dropped it 30%. I gave that
Yeah.
offer to them this morning at 405. I told
Yeah.
them I need in order for it to work a 30% decrease. And she said, I don't think the owner's gonna like that. It's too low. So my other option was either just leave it at 500,000 and see if it'll work.
Yeah. Makes
But
sense.
but that'll be like the max for me on that property. Because if
Hmm.
it doesn't make
Yeah.
sense,
I
with
think it's a decent purchase at 500,000. If you can find a way to get creative, one thing you can try, if it's not selling, you can offer them a Morby method scenario. So they become your partner. The seller becomes the partner in the deal.
so I would so how would that work? Use the equity of the property?
Yeah, so you tell the seller that I'm going to pay you 75%, and then for your 25%, you put a second lien on the property for the next 7 years.
Oh, so I would have
I
to
mean,
pay.
you can tell them 15 years, but and then I'll pay you in installments per month, and then the balloon will be refinanced out after 7 to 10 years.
Mm. Oh, I see.
Look up Morby method. There is a lot of material online how Morby methods work. Then
Okay.
we can help you finance it if you are able to uh, negotiate that kind of structure.
Oh, perfect. That's good to know.
Yeah, and in this market environment, a lot of people are motivated to do that.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to talk to them. She's supposed to call me later. I'll talk to her and
Yeah,
let her know.
awesome. Good luck, man. Anything
Thank you
else?
so
Any
much,
other?
Shai. I appreciate that. I really do.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, anytime. That's what we do here. All right. What do we have? Whose deal is this one?
Mine.
Oh, that's Michelle. You?
Yep.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me look at the other one real quick. And that is from Maria, right?
Yeah, the one in Georgia.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry. All right. 3708 Lexington Drive, Augusta. Steel structures, price 95, rehab 25, total raise. So this is for a lend, like from the lending perspective, right?
Correct.
First position ROI 15% annualized interest. This is a solid deal, Maria. Awesome.
It is.
I think
I was
so.
thinking the numbers wouldn't work as for a
I
lending deal,
mean,
but
numbers, we are gonna remember
okay.
again, we are a lender. We can change anything. As
Okay.
long as the deal looks good, and I'll
Yeah.
tell you why it's a good deal
Okay.
in a second, but as long as deal looks good, we can change the numbers. We don't
Okay.
have to pay them what they're asking for. We can pay them what we think is right because we are in an authority position. I'm sure there is competition out there. I'm sure they may say, "Oh, I have someone else paying this and that," and we can uh, work around those objections. But yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
So,
Now this was from a few months ago. So this was an older deal. So I
oh, I
don't think it's
probably
available anymore,
somewhere.
but it was
Yeah.
like an example I wanted to go through.
Oh yeah, yeah, 100%. So the good thing about this deal is because the ARV is so for those who are listening, they are getting free PML education. So Maria is one of our PML cohort student, and her deal we are underwriting from the perspective of a lender. Okay. not from the perspective of a buyer. Like Jorge's deal we just looked at was more of a buy and hold or buyer deal. So, so one thing is that is very good is Augusta, Georgia is a great area. I know. Let's see, just confirm that. When I say great, I always like to check like Zillow schools.
I don't think the schools were that great in this one.
Yeah, but I mean, schools don't have to be, but this as long as it's in a like there are other places to look at. Okay.
Now, the pictures that I have in the email, so they did
Yeah.
some work. You can, if you look at the before pictures, they
Yeah.
obviously did some work before they put it on the market.
Okay.
So
Oh, it is for sale right now. Okay.
yes.
Nice.
And I think they added a bedroom.
Okay.
Because if you
So
look at this, what there's this sale here, it's they list 4 bedrooms,
four
whereas
bedroom.
in the
Yeah.
deal it was 3.
So the reason I said it's a good deal is because it's, I mean, at an affordable price point, one. So even if things were to go bad, there are a lot of exit strategies available. So that's why it makes a good deal. So even though they are doing fix and flip, there are a lot of buyers that will buy this as a rental happily because the numbers are going to make sense because it's under 200,000, which is hard to find. And there are a lot more buyers in that price point compared to, uh, I mean, anything above 250. Rent is in a decent range. Also, some things you need to realize like when I see 1960s versus like 70s or 80s until after 60s, I mean, up until 60s, like before 70s, people like they were still hand nailing everything. So the structures are all solid. Lot of apartment. Um, so 60s is like a sweet spot because you still have good life left on the insulation and wiring is probably updated and it was still hand nailed. Uh, so if you go into 50s and 40s, then even though the structure is good, there are other issues you are dealing with. Um, so again, as a lender, it's not something you really have to worry about, but it's good to know these things. Um, let's go back to the numbers. So they were asking for 130 total amount, 95 for purchase and 250. So just rough math. My computer is slow, I don't know. Hey Justin, how are you?
Doing
Even though
great.
Justin said he's not gonna be
Just
here, he's made
yeah,
it. Thank
I just got in from the frozen tundra, so
you. Oh my God.
looked like a rousing party over here, so I figured I better hop on and say hey to everybody.
So 180,000 is what they're claiming the ARV is. So whenever borrower submits details of a deal, I mean, you just take their word for it. That's how I start because there are a lot of borrowers that submit deals and you don't want to go policing their work. Okay. You just take their word for it, go 70% of that, which is 126, pretty close to what they're asking for. If a borrower turns out to be really good, 4,000 is not really going to break the bank. Either way, they will absorb it or you can increase the loan amount slightly. Minus the 25. Oh, so they have 130 including closing cost and everything. That is very good. So they've considered all that. Um, so of course you're going to release 95,000 upfront and then 25,000 over time. Uh, Since the all-in cost is 130, which is right at 70% mark, what I would like them to do is bring at least 13,000 plus the closing cost to the table, which makes, so let's say their loan amount is 130 minus 13. And I'm doing this without a spreadsheet, so just I hope you can follow me. Sometimes I like to switch it up because sometimes when I'm in a spreadsheet, people just, I mean, don't pay as much attention. They think they can read it later. So let's say their loan amount is 130,000 minus 13,000. Of the 117,000 times, I charge 3 points on a deal. So 3,500 plus about 2,500 in lender closing cost plus about 3,000 in title closing cost plus 13,000 down payment. So they have to bring closer to $22,000 to the table for you to lend safely. Okay. So what you're going to lend on really is out of pocket for you will be 180,000 times 0.7. So 126 or 90% of total cost, whichever is lower. So 90% of total cost is your lower amount, which is what, 117,000 minus 25,000 minus your cost, which is another 3,500 plus 2,500, which is like 3 points plus 2,500 in closing costs from your side, which is minus 6,000. So you are going to put out 86,000 out of your pocket on this deal. Are you
Okay.
still following me, Maria?
Yes, I am following you. Yep.
Okay. So for a house that is worth 180,000, which is a sweet spot deal because I mean, think about how many people want this house. First time home buyers, affordable home buyers, investors, fix and flippers. I mean, there are so many exits out there. And even if everything were to go wrong, you can buy it, DSCR it, and it will be a cash flowing asset. Especially when you are only on the hook for 86,000 and you have the 25,000 of their money. So you're going to get paid interest on 117,000 while your exposure is only 86,000 at purchase.
Okay. So if they did end up defaulting, let's say, and I ended up acquiring, the asset, DCSR it is what you said, and
Yeah.
then and that includes like hiring a property manager.
And they are telling you themselves that they are willing to do DSCR themselves.
Right.
Okay. So what I would do is they are already offering good ROI. Where
Mm-hmm.
did this deal come from, by the way?
That it was from the Gator Discord.
Oh, nice. Okay. Uh, so the Justin I was mentioning is this Justin Barber, by the way, in the call this morning in our PML
Right.
call.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hi,
So
Justin.
Justin
I
actually, are you guys still lending in Georgia, Justin?
just Atlanta.
Just Atlanta. But yeah, this is Augusta, right? Augusta is same area, right? I don't know.
How far how far is Augusta out of Atlanta?
Let me see.
It's about 2 hours if I remember right. I drive through
Okay.
there all the time.
Oh, I thought it
So it's
was.
probably a little bit farther
Yeah.
than,
A
yeah.
little bit farther.
Yes,
Oh, okay, okay.
that's outside of our radius that we'll do.
Oh, I see. Okay. I always thought Augusta was like very close. Okay. So that changes things a little, in my opinion. So where are you located, Maria?
I'm in Illinois.
Oh,
So
you're in
it's not,
Illinois. Yeah.
and the other
So
areas that I want to look into is in my back door, which is like the Milwaukee, Wisconsin area, but I didn't find a good deal for that area to really share.
yeah, no, I understand. But
Yeah.
so Augusta is, I mean, I think Augusta is a bigger city. It's
Okay.
not like a very small, like a tertiary city.
Hmm.
Even though it's farther away, I think, am I right about that? Like anybody knows anything about Augusta? Is it a like a pretty decent sized city? We can check all these
Prob-
things.
Yeah, if I remember right, again, I've only driven through there a couple times, but it's
Okay.
about half the size of Atlanta, I would say.
Okay. Yeah, still decent. Okay. 200,000 people. Okay. Over 630,000. Augusta, Richmond County. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, I'm sure there is investor activity there. It's not as like some secondary cities in like Midwest or something.
Hmm.
Um, so I think it will still make a good deal, but you have to consider things from the perspective of doing anything if things were to go wrong in that area. So always worry about your infrastructure upfront.
Right.
Don't try to create it when you are in a weaker position. Like when things go wrong, and now you're starting like a Google search for a foreclosure attorney or
Right.
a realtor to list the property. All those things figure out first. That's why
Right.
like creating your lend box is very, very important. And
Yep.
when you create a lend box, you also create the infrastructure upfront. Don't wait till things go wrong, because now you don't have the, I mean, now whenever you do anything in a weaker position, you're going to miss things. You're going to have to give them, you're going to get lazy. Okay, let me give this guy 1 month of extension, see how what happens. So you're going to inflate that problem as you go. We'll chat
Right.
more about that
Yeah.
in our
Yeah. I,
call.
I actually
Great.
was
This
going
is
to
a
text
good
you to
deal
reach
for sure.
out. Yeah. So we can get on a call together.
Yeah, no, we should definitely, talk about this deal. Bring it to the call next
Okay.
yeah, next call we have couple weeks.
Sure.
Yeah, this is awesome. Great deal though. Anybody else? Oh yeah, I know. Michelle sent me something. Any other questions, Maria?
Oh, sorry. No other questions. Thank
Okay,
you.
okay. Of course. Talk to you soon. All right. Michelle has what is the two lot size?
A wholesaler that sent me that one.
Okay. Are you looking to buy this, or what is this?
Um, that one is just a fix and flip. I was just gonna say, I know somebody down here who's got somebody looking for properties to do flips and hold.
Okay, let's see the photos. How good or bad it looks. Okay, pretty decent.
There's no HVAC, only window units.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna have to put HVAC in there. But it's not looking too terrible. And considering the price point, I wouldn't put a whole lot of money into it. I would put just basically more lipstick work than like a higher end rehab. Am I right about that in general? That
Yeah,
area?
I figured there was probably a foundation issue just because of the driveway.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then things might be slightly different. I'm still thinking like without the foundation or HVAC, I would say this is more like a 30 to $35,000 rehab. Then foundation and rehab will make it very expensive. So just roughly considering 230 grand times point 0.7 minus 60 grand rehab or 50 grand at least. Yeah, you're right on the money. Like 105 should be your offer, I would say.
Yeah, and that's what I told him. He's like, "Yeah, that's way too low." He's like, They actually have 137 on there. I changed it because I just copied and pasted so he could show his guy. He said the lowest they would take is 120.
Hmm.
So I did tell him 105.
I mean,
I was like, you're gonna still get, and the wholesaler's only gonna get five.
yeah.
So I was
Yeah,
like, all you
just
have to do is
say,
negotiate. You can still get your money.
yeah,
You just need to get the seller down.
yeah. Yeah, sometimes, I mean, again, even if I was a wholesaler, I would also try to get 120 because there are buyers who
Hmm.
run numbers based on 75%. Uh, so
And I think I
it's
did the one
possible someone will pay that.
where
Yeah.
Pay says if you're gonna pay cash, we're going 50 cents on the dollar. I think
Hmm.
that's where I came up with the 105.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's a good underwrite. Yeah, and let's see the numbers real quick. The area in general. 2000 square feet is a good size house, I think. Oh wow, weird range. Whenever Zillow has this like wide range, that means the area might be struggling with the comms and can indicate a bad area, but the schools look okay, honestly.
Yeah, they've been putting that street view way lower right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is off of 90.
Okay. So this is near the
And it is
Air
near
Force
Lackland.
Base. So you got, I think you will get good like military like
90
tenants,
is very,
maybe. You think
during
so?
traffic time, that place is just terrible.
No, no, but what about the getting a military like Air
Yeah,
Force tenant or something? You think it's possible?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, which is a lot of people. There are a lot of people I know, a lot of investors. They design their strategy around the military bases
Hmm.
because the quality of tenants is good. And in fact, one of the sub two members from Charlotte was telling me that I mean he was in the military, and he was telling me that there are ways you can like if they don't pay, there is a way to like there is a hack you can literally connect with their boss and get paid or
Yeah, that's
yeah,
that's the bad thing is if you go to find their commanding officer and they hear about it, they're going to get reprimanded and written up.
Yep,
yeah,
it's a thing. Can confirm.
yeah. Oh, thank you, Samuel.
Yeah, I grew up in the military too.
Yeah. Oh, you are also military,
I
Michelle?
I grew up in the military and I did the
Oh,
reserves.
oh, Samuel, we were just chatting before you joined. He's Navy.
Yeah, Army.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So that guy was telling me these hacks, how they can basically shame them. So that works well. Anyway, so
And
going
then
back, I
you've
think
got
yeah,
the
it's a
other.
good, like a solid deal overall. Just if you get it, stick to your price. Maybe you can push your numbers slightly higher and then cover them on the rehab. Instead of 60, you can probably do it for 50. I don't know. So that's a possibility. 275 VA. I mean, I'm not really liking sub 2 deals these days with the amount of problems they are showing. But let's see what we have. 2.75, which is very good. Interest rate, 20K in arrears, a region. Seller wants 8K, HVAC not working.
Yeah, he used the money he was getting for the rent to pay his bills because he was having financial issues.
Hmm. Is this what, like a duplex? This is a
Duplex.
duplex? Okay.
Hmm. And
I
the
understand.
tenants move out in April and in June or July.
Why would it not open?
Is that one not?
Yeah, I don't know why it's not opening.
I
Okay,
think I
you want to
just
see do you know the loan amount?
so wait a minute. Let me open this back up.
I mean, what's the total
I think
purchase?
I have your number. Wait just a minute.
No, no, what's the total price of purchase?
With everything, it was just a second. 319, 349.
Okay. I mean, at that interest rate, it's probably a good deal for sure. But again, especially VA, FHA loans are getting more like getting flagged a lot. You saw the anti-flipping, anti-sub-2 rule that just got passed, or I don't know if it's passed or not, but in Arizona they're talking. It's crazy. Just check on Jerry Norton's Instagram.
I saw it post yesterday. I just didn't watch it.
Yeah. You cannot buy a property, a wholesaler cannot make an offer to anybody for less than 82% of fair market value. Yeah, it's crazy.
Mhm. Oh, I
Like
sent you it on the phone. That same thing
right now, the
upstairs.
current set tax is 258K. That is the loan. I don't understand what this means. Right now, the county has
Yeah,
it
so the
set for
county,
taxes.
she's trying to sell it for 800 and something.
Okay.
The county, because I always go back and just, I know not to do comps that way. I just want to see what the county has it at. So the
Oh, okay.
county has it at 256 with the taxes of 6,315. But if you take and buy it at the price that she has it at, those taxes are going to skyrocket.
Yeah.
And she has a $505,000 loan still on it. It's fully furnished.
And how much money does it make?
The agent's gonna she's like, give me some time and she'll get me the Airbnb numbers.
Oh, okay.
But I
Yeah.
figured you could use it as a co-living because I talked to somebody
Oh, okay.
last night that's
A
doing,
$200,000 house, I mean, it has to produce a lot of money. So what we are seeing right now is how many, like it's a 3196, 8 bedrooms already. So you'd have to create a lot more bedrooms for it to make sense, like price wise. I mean, 50 grand per bedroom is like on the higher side right now. If I were to do invest in co-living, which I'm not, uh, for personal, I mean, goals, nothing wrong with the strategy. Absolutely a great strategy. But my just goals with lending company and everything is not aligned right now. But even if I were to buy a property with that kind of numbers, I'm sorry, not that kind of number, for co-living, then I would pay no more than 40,000 per bedroom. So for this to work at 800,000 uh, number, I think you need to be able to do like 20 bedrooms, which I don't like. So just for that reason alone, I think it's more expensive. I can tell. Right now, maybe even if you add like 2 bedrooms more, like that's still 80 grand a bedroom, which is a lot. You're not going to be able to make that kind of money. The bedrooms, no matter where in Texas, they don't go for more than, I mean, in eight to 800 to $1,000 per month.
well, I was thinking 750, the lowest 500. Last night I met a gal who has a contract with
Yeah,
the government with aged out kids
yeah,
to do like a co-living kind of thing there.
yeah. No, I hear you, but
Yeah.
It's just the price is too high, I would say on this one.
And it's near Frost Bank.
Oh, okay. I don't know why that helps, really. It's probably
Well, I
good
think it's
location.
because she has it as an Airbnb, so it's not like that far from.
Oh, okay. So it's in a good area, just
Yeah.
proper location. Okay, okay, makes sense. But yeah, I mean, this might be a decent thing if you can tell me how much the total price is, but this I won't really personally recommend to anybody.
So whatever the loan is with the 2%, I'm gonna try and get her down to 1, and then the agent down to 1, and then the
Yeah.
closing costs. And I'm gonna just tell them, hey, you've already spent 20,000 that you should have been paying towards the house, and an
Yeah,
HVAC has to go in. That's gonna take up a lot of the money that the 8,000 that you want,
yeah,
because you've already used the equity for your bills.
yeah. Okay, I'm so sorry. I have a prior commitment today, but I think we probably went through most of the deals. But if anybody has any, oh, Armando had a deal. Let me see real quick what we have. Underwrite some time out now. I don't know what the question is, Armando, here.
Hey, yeah, so my question is with those lots that we have out in contract in Houston, there's 10 in the third ward area in that zip code 77004.
Yeah.
And so I'm just trying to, you know, make a couple different plans for what they can be converted into if I were to go into a partnership after the build and hold and
No,
or
but can you
even,
tell me what the price of the lot is?
the price of the lot. Um, well, they're at varying pricing because there's a lot of different sizes.
Okay.
There's four that
Okay.
are
Do
5,000
me a
square
favor.
foot.
I'm so sorry.
There's one that.
I have to run, Armando. So bring
Mhm.
all the information, and we can take a look at it. If the lots are good price, there is definitely a chance we can figure something out for that area. Because Dustin and I, we recently just walked few lots, and I think he has good plans in Houston to do more like new builds for co-living. So if it's a good lot, we can talk about it.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Anyway,
good lots.
I have to run today. Thank you all for joining. Nice meeting you, Samuel. I appreciate.
Thank you,
Uh,
Chai. I'll
Thanks,
text you so
Maria.
we can speak
Thank you,
later.
Chai. Take
Yeah,
care.
of course. Thank you, guys.
Take
Take
care,
care.
everyone. Have a great
Later.
weekend.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Chai, just real quick. Some of them can make a good homestead. There's some townhomes that are being sold out for in the past 6 months out in that area. And so it's not just for co-living. I was gonna see what the price per square foot is that we can do on a build. And then because there's quite a bit that got sold within the past 6 months. So like if we can get on calendar pretty soon, that'd be amazing. Oh, he's not here. All right. So, oh,